Alright, what's up guys? So today we're going to be installing the new headlights. As you can see behind me, I did one side already. Give you a quick look. Oh, there you go. It's a lot better. I like it a lot. I'm going to show you how to install it. So let's go ahead and get to it, guys. And yes, I kind of know what I'm doing. That's why I did the other side first. Alright, now what you want to do is pop this cover off. All it is 4 screws. Here, and then 2 on the other side. And then basically, just kind of pop it off. And there you go. Most people have done this, so I didn't record each screw, but yeah. Next thing you're going to want to do is take this ring off, which is just still a screwdriver. And then unplug your headlight as it comes out. Boom, you're unplugged. And you're going to need to keep this ring right here. And yeah, mine, like I said, is plug and play. Also be careful, don't unscrew the big screws, just the little ones, and then you should be able to turn it, take it off. Pretty simple. Here's the old one. I don't need that anymore. Also, you need some electrical tape. I didn't mention that. And a screwdriver and some wire stripper and cutters, and that's pretty much everything you need. So let me go ahead and get the headlight and the wiring, and I'll go through that real quick. Alright, so here's the headlight right here. It comes with a halo ring on it. This one does, the halo ring. And if you're going to use the halo ring, you're either going to have to tap off the running lights like this, or you're going to have to just completely cut this out and use the wires off this. And that's what I did on that side, and temporarily that's what I'm going to still do. So this is your headlight. So this will be the very front. I'll set that there. Try not to destroy it. This one here is very simple. This is the plug and play. Take it, 3 prongs. Plug in. There you go. It's plugged in. The first step is done. Okay, let me unplug this so it's makes a little more sense. This is your bulb, and you never want to touch your bulb. It should come in plastic. Don't touch it with your fingers. When you go to put it in, try your hardest not to touch it with your fingers. So yeah, this will screw into your headlight or pop in, depending on what type of headlight you have. And these will pop into your HID ballast, which I'm about to show you right now. So this is your HID ballast. These are the 2 that connect to your headlight bulb, and they only go in one way, so you can't really get those confused. This will connect to your plug and play of your headlight, and you basically want to snake all these wires through the back of your flip headlights if you have a Miata. And then basically you want to do that first before you go ahead and just start shoving stuff in there, because yesterday when I did my other headlight, it was a little sloppy and it got caught under the motor and it got stuck halfway, and I had to pry it out. It was kind of annoying, so make sure you tidy up before you try to flip your headlights. So let's go ahead and set this back here. I don't know where I'm going to mount it yet, but I'll go ahead and snake the wires to and pull them through. Alright, you guys shouldn't have that big of a problem if your hand's not that big, but I happen to have huge hands. So here the wires are right here. They're coming through. They're right at the back. So now you're going to want to plug these in. take your headlight, your HID bulb, and then your headlight. Gonna pop these off. Now remember guys, do not touch the bulb with your hand. That's the key here. The key. Can't remember how I got the plastic piece off yesterday, but I just broke it today. Get it out of my way. So yeah. Mine happens to only go in one way, so then you want to scoot these back and pop them back over to hold it down. There you go. Alright, now that you have that installed, you're going to want to grab some of this stuff and zip tie it up to the side that the motor's not on. So on the right side, on the driver's side, the motor's on the right, on the outside of the car, and on the other side the motor's on the outside of the car. So do it to the inside of the car and you should be good. Oh, right before you even do that, go ahead and take the one that you snaked out the back and plug it into the ballast. I know you can't see it really, but there it is. I just plugged it into the ballast, so. It's mostly this big box in here that tries to get stuck under the motor. You may not have that on yours, so. Okay, now to get on to the cutting part of the wires for the halo. So if you don't have a halo, you could skip this part, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. So go ahead, zoom out. First thing you're going to do is unplug this. You don't have to take it off. You could literally reach under there and unplug it. There we go, it's unplugged. Now, if you're wiggling it down there and you could still see it, like you could wiggle the wire from right here and look in there, you could see the grommet hole that it comes out of, and it's right here in the front. If you look, the camera won't be able to see it, but if you look down in there you can see it. It's the only really grommet right there. You should be able to pull the light up. Here it is, and you're not going to need this anymore, so you could cut it. I would say cut as close to this as you can if you don't plan on reusing it, which I kind of don't. But I'm going to do a little bit more, because then again I might use it and fix those so they all work. But let me go ahead and cut this. There you go, that's cut. Now I went ahead and cut it out of the way, but you could leave it, fold it back, and fold it back over. Alright, you're going to want to strip these two wires. Oops, cut off way too much. Okay, now I'm going to do this getaway, guys, and just twist them together and electrical tape it. You should go get butt connectors. I do not have the correct size here now, and I want to do this before it rains. So let me go ahead and grab the other side, which is, if you look on the headlight, it'll be these hanging off right here. I know it's out of focus, guys, but you could see it. Take off this bread tie, use it for some bread. Now you're gonna want these two right here. All you're gonna want to do is strip those, twist them, black to black, red to red, and then you'll have working halos, guys. There you go, guys. You can see right there that they're just chilling. So yeah, you're pretty much done. You could just, you know what, I fucked up. I did this yesterday, guys. You're gonna want to undo this actually. You're gonna want to undo these. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I made this mistake yesterday. It's the same thing, guys. Just make sure you take these wires and go from inside the headlight coming out. That way, you know, they're not hanging over the side, which you still could do because it gets covered by plastic, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, guys, let me redo it real quick. Alright, there we go, guys. I made the mistake for you, so you didn't have to. Now it's wired through the opening there. Also, there's a plug here and a plug here, and I think that's for your blinker if you have one in your headlight or something, but I don't. But I plug it in just because then I don't have to cover wires. Then you're going to want to take these two and connect them to the back on the inside, and this is kind of where it gets a little tight, but it's kind of self-explanatory at this time. Let me just quickly say it's easier if you have the bulb out while you plug all this stuff in and then plug it into your headlight. For some reason I didn't do that, and now I don't really want to take it out, so I'm going to fiddle with it until I connect them. Alright, guys, so there's no way to really tell which is the top and bottom, so you're just going to want to shove it in there for now. It's pretty much in at this point. What you're going to want to do at nighttime, or if you have a garage you could do this, pull up to something and you will be able to see that there's a fine line where the light cuts off, and you're going to want that facing down. That way it actually shines on the ground. And to do that, you're just going to loosen these just a little bit for the ring, and you should be able to twist this back and forth until it is straight. Also, for the back side, you're going to want to find somewhere to mount your HID, or like me, you could just zip tie it to something. And then pretty much, guys, that's it. After you do that, you can pop this back on. There you go, guys. You pretty much have some beautiful headlights, projector headlights, that you don't have to deal with low profile. You can still flip them up and down. I'll show you the running halos now. I'll show you some beauty shots, I guess. The car's very dirty, but yeah, so let me just get the camera back and I'll show you.